Well, welcome back to another great adventure with your favorite DJ. It is DJ JayBook, and some stuff has changed. I don't know if you guys notice it, but we're a little different and stuff today. We got a new setup just put together and stuff today, and circumstances happen and you want to change stuff up. It just gives you a reason to change stuff up, and so now we have. So we are now in the new setup. It's not quite finished yet. I wish it was. There's just a couple more things that I need to do to make sure that everything is working absolutely fantastic. But I think I'm still able to do tonight's show with no problem. Hopefully no hiccups. I did a test and stuff earlier, so I'm hoping that everything works accordingly. So before we get started and stuff today, if you guys can just do me one favor and just let me know that you're in the building and let me know that the levels and everything is right. We've got a great show and stuff for you today. I want you to check out some stuff, and we're going to highlight a fantastic DJ today. So before we get started anything, please let me know everything sounds good. All right, we've got T. Reed telling me sounds good. All right, fantastic. Appreciate you, T. Reed. Okay, let's see here. Okay, couple things to go over and stuff here. Did not have a function and stuff this past weekend, but from this point on, we should have functions to talk about just about every single week. Coming up this weekend, I do have a football tailgating event to knock out, so that is going to be great. It is just a basic setup, but the cool thing is that I will be unveiling a new basic setup. So I've gotten rid of the event table 2. It's done, it's sold, all that good stuff, and the latest edition table will be unveiling itself this Saturday. So I'll be putting that out. It looks great. It's just very basic. It's very, very basic, but still kind of gives like that decent setup type look, so I don't look like too shabby. So we'll be opening that up this weekend. After that, man, like the doors just blow all the way open. We've got we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, and then Saturday only. But these are all major events, like big events happening this September, and then leads into October. So get ready for that. We'll have lots of stuff to talk about. I've been talking to clients and stuff here as of recent, and they kind of gave me some of my topics and stuff today. So that just leads me right into our first topic of the day. Okay, so my first topic of the day is how far have you traveled to do a function, and how far are you willing to travel? So I had a call and stuff recently from a bride, and she asked me if I could go to, I think it was Virginia. Now, I have done a gig and stuff in Virginia. I actually went up and did my cousin's wedding and stuff in Virginia. And I don't do a lot of traveling when it comes to these functions. However, I feel like I should be doing it. Like, this month I've got a function in Tennessee that I'll be knocking out. I've had inquiries and stuff from Seattle. I've had some from Key West. I've had some from some places and stuff like that, but I'm trying to figure out, like, how far are you guys willing to actually go just to DJ? Like, I guess across the nation and stuff like that, I guess I'm pretty much willing to go to just about any state. I don't think there's a state that's off limits. I know there's a few states that I wouldn't mind going to, but are you sure that you know how to actually price that? And do you know what's going to come? Do you know what all it comes with that? Like, of course, you got to charge room and board. Of course, if you're driving, you got to charge mileage. But things like that, like, do you already have a package and everything that's already set up for your travel events? Now, on my current setup on my brochure, I just recently added a travel portion on there just to kind of test it out and see what kind of give and stuff I get. And for the most part, it basically says that if it is, I think if it's over 350 miles or something like that, you'll have to fly, me out to get that. It's because 350 miles is just, it's torture. It's torture to a DJ to drive there and drive back. And then I'm going to have to, pay for the charge of renting from another DJ. Maybe I should expand that out a little bit. I just thought about it. That number might be a little low. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. But charge that and then charge, hotel lodging fee and stuff for the night, looking up stuff in the area close to the venue. That's on the package. If it's, like 120 to 200 and some odd miles, of course, we'll probably be driving that. So it is a mileage charge and everything on there, and it's broken down per miles what they would owe. I think I got it set up right now to about 40 cents, maybe 50. It's either 40 or 50 cents per mile right now. But this is just stuff that maybe you don't really necessarily think about, because you're so used to doing gigs and functions and stuff in your area. What about the people who are from out of town who want you to come DJ and they're like willing to pay for you to go up there if you don't have your pricing and stuff together? This is something that should be in your wheelhouse. This is something that should be an option to your customers. So I'm just telling you a couple of things that I have that I added to my brochure that I think that maybe you should consider adding to your packages, and just be mindful that you're not on anything that you have to fly to. You're probably not going to be able to bring your equipment, so you'll have to contact a DJ or a company out there and get their pricing and stuff so that you can charge, accordingly. So, it's a lot of heads up stuff that you have to do. So I'm just saying this because I think it's getting to that point to where, people are wanting me to come to like a Philadelphia, like a Florida, and stuff like that. And it's not going to be cheap to get me out there. By any means, it's not going to be cheap, but I will make it a possibility to be able to do. And I just wanted to pass that on to you guys to make sure you guys have that in your packages is what you sell to them. So let me know in the comments and everything down below what you guys have set up. If you thought about that, if you haven't, let me know what you have set up and stuff down below in the comments. You guys always blow up the comments on stuff like this, but let me know how far out you're willing to drive versus now you need a plane ride or a plane ticket. So let me know how you guys work that out, because me personally, I haven't figured it, I haven't mastered it down yet, but I want to get it as an option and stuff on here. All right, let's check on the chat here for a second. I'm Virginia, and I drove to Louisiana for a wedding last December for a family member. That's tough. Broke me down. Pickup truck. Yeah. See, you'll do stuff for family and stuff on there, but what happens when you keep getting functions? Like I have an event that is coming up where people are from all over the country, and sometimes people want your skills at their event, and some of them are willing to pay, so you better have that ready. Better have it ready. Okay. Let's see here. All right, our next topic. Let's talk about this dreadful thing here. Let's talk about outside events. Now, outside events are, you're not going to be able to get away from them. If you're in this business, you're going to have to deal with them. You're going to have them. People are going to ask you for them all the time. And here in South Carolina, they are probably out of every 3 that I do inside, I probably do 2 inside. It's that much consistency and stuff as far as how many outside events and stuff I do. And it's not that I dread the outside ones, but you got to think about stuff like, bugs and heat. And one thing that the couples usually don't think about is the DJ. Like, they want you out there, but they don't think about placement and stuff of the DJ. So I have, a few items that I would like to just inform you guys and stuff about. Let's see here. All right, so 3 things that you need for outside events that, these are very simple things. However, these are things that are going to save you when you're out there. Okay. One of the ones, and I got an honorable mention and stuff on here, so I'm going to tell you that one at the end. But the first thing you need to have is a fan. You'll have to have a fan. When I say that they don't think about the DJ, like they'll put a big ass fan and stuff on their guest, and the fan will be blowing on the caterers and the guests all the way down and stuff. But the one person who doesn't get a fan? Right here. The DJ does not get any type of fan. So bring yourself some little fan. Like I have a Lasco fan, this fan in particular. That's why I highlighted this one. And I bring it out to events that I just know that they're not thinking about the DJ, which it baffles me because it's like, why wouldn't you, if you've already got these fans, why wouldn't you have something that can angle at least towards us? They get these big wind fans and none of them are pointing towards us, or they get these little fans that's around the whole tent, but then they don't place you beside one, or a mist fan or anything like that. You just need something to push the hot air around. Otherwise, you're going to be dying out there. Just complete dying. So the next thing you're probably going to need, and this has become something that I have started to bring recently, is a cooler. You're definitely going to need a cooler. The reason being because you could put waters, you could put Gatorades, you can put Bang energy drinks, you can put Red Bulls, you could put food, you can put snacks, you can put all that stuff in there because, again, you are an afterthought. These will save you for outside events. These things, and you don't have to get some monstrosity of a cooler. You don't have to get like the Yetis and all that crap. You can just get a basic cooler. I literally have a basic beach cooler that I use at the beach that I take, and it can hold, I don't know, like 20 something waters in it. And I just, put some waters and some prime drinks and all that stuff in there. And I just go because you're not going to have an opportunity to be able to go get water and go get, food and stuff all the time. So this just kind of saves you from that. So that is probably the second highest thing that you need on there. And then the third one is just a towel, man. A towel. Especially if you use a motorized equipment. What I just learned at my last gig that I did was that if my hands get wet, they actually kind of get sticky on the Rev 7. So I have to get something to wipe off my hands, keep my forehead and stuff cleaned off and stuff like that. So I now have a towel and stuff that I am just going to bring that will take care of all that. Plus, you can cover up some of your equipment with the towel initially to help it from the sun, maybe not getting direct sunlight and stuff on it. But I am going to now carry just a little over-the-shoulder towel that I'll hang and stuff or put right beside my booth and use it as much as possible because, like, I was trying to mix and I couldn't even mix because the vinyl pieces or the imitation vinyl pieces on the Rev 7 was sticking to my fingers. And that was just because I didn't have something to wipe my fingers or keep it more. So, it was a learning curve for me. It was definitely a learning curve. And there's plenty of things. You can swat away bugs and stuff with it. You could fan with it. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do with just this little towel. So even this weekend, this Saturday, I will have this towel and stuff with me. And you don't have to wet it or anything like that. Just a head towel. Just grillers use it all the time. People who cook on grills and barbecues, they use it all the time. We should have it and stuff too. But these things will save your behind at an outside event because nobody else is going to save you. How many times have you been asked, would you like some water? I don't get it. The bartenders don't do it. Nobody asked that question. How many times has somebody said, hey, do you need a fan? Nobody. This is why I'm telling you it has to be a part of your outside event gigs. And then the honorable mention The honorable mention, bug spray. And not the one that stinks, just the one that goes on you and helps repel mosquitoes, bugs, gnats. There's a particular venue that we have here. And every time, matter of fact, I got to go to it in 2 weeks on a Saturday. Every time I go there, the mosquitoes absolutely eat me alive. They eat me alive. And all I needed to do was remember to have bug spray. Just simple bug spray. Now, if you're in the city and stuff, you don't have to worry about as much. When I was in New York City, I don't think I had one issue with any flies or anything like this. But this is for all my country weddings, down south weddings, deep south weddings. And, sometimes these brides have us out in the sticks. So bug spray, bug spray, bug spray. I recommend Skin So Soft. It doesn't smell bad, and it repels mosquitoes, flies, and gnats. The young ladies who I was dealing with 2 weeks ago who were with the coordinator, they had gnat spray. It was specifically for gnats. And you sprayed it on, it smelled like lemon zest. I thought it was going to do something. 10 minutes after spraying it, gnats were back. So get yourself a good quality bug spray for these outside events. It will change and save your life. Trust me. Trust me. Let me know if you guys already have a care package and stuff set up for your outside events, or if I'm just talking crazy, because I know that this is going to be for me going forward. I'm just tired of it. I get too many outside events and I'm just tired of it. Just flat out tired of it. Okay. Next topic. See, guys, we're just moving right along, man. I just got some good topics. I want to talk to you about them. I'm not going to hold you long. I know football starts tonight. So I'm just trying to get these into you here, and then we'll have a little Q&A and stuff at the end. Let me check the chat real quick. What we got here? Look, more entertainment. Look. See, I am not bringing beer out to these events. No. This is not BYOB, not for me. No, thank you. Totally up to you. DJ K, book that fans like a transformer. What's the brand on it? It's a Lasco. Lasko. You can find them at Sam's, Walmart, but they're industrial fans, so they're good to run all the time. They don't have any blades, and it literally will blow you over if you put it on the highest setting. Like, they are very, very good fans. And they have plugs or outlets on the side of them to where you can charge something or plug something else into it. So they're really cool. T. Reed says, Ozark Trail, it's Yeti's knockoff. Giving you some insight here. Oh, boy, I'm scared to even see what Solstice says here. Solstice says, I'll never understand DJs bringing coolers. An insulated water bottle, sure, but once the event starts, it's easy to get drinks from the bar. See, the reason that Solstice can say stuff like that is because the majority of his events are inside. It's not as easy when you are everything. If you've got a coordinator and stuff there, let me bring this big here. If you've got a coordinator and stuff there, it's easy to ask the coordinator to bring you water, or it's easier for you to get water if a coordinator's there. But if you're doing all the work and stuff, time is moving like this. You don't have time to go get water. Maybe during dinner you can get one, but what about when you're pouring sweat and you're DJing? You don't have time to leave and go get water. That just doesn't happen. And then what about waiting in that line while other people are getting something to drink? You can't wait in that line. Your song's about to end. You got to mix into the next one, or to be dead silence. Come on, Solstice, man, get on board with this. See, Solstice don't want to bring it. Let's see. More entertainment, man. DJ Solstice gets treated right. I have to try to flag down the trait. Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell him. Them down south mosquitoes will bite through your clothes. That is true. Florida mosquitoes don't play. That's absolutely true. See? See, Sosa, you don't deal with what we deal with over on this side, man. This side over here, it's crazy. It's real crazy. I'm not even looking forward to my outside events that are coming up. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay. Next topic. Let's go ahead and debunk this. All right. Let's get rid of this. I am so tired of this. I am so tired. I get people all the time who are like, I won't buy knockoff lights. I won't buy any lights that's not branded right. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you guys something. All of these companies and stuff shake hands. Okay. All of these companies shake hands. Chinese lights are usually built and don't really have a name to them. I mean, you can see with the two lights that I have, over here, or I think it's over here. There's no names and stuff to them. All the company is doing is coming in, maybe tweaking a couple things and slapping their name on it and running that price up through the roof. And you're getting the same light, the exact same light. If you go look at an ADJ, focus spot 4Z, 5Z, 6Z, it doesn't matter. And you look at where it's made from, it's definitely not made in USA. It's just not. If you look at an Element Hex Par, it's not made in USA. It's just not. I am here to tell you that when I first heard about Chinese lights, I was just like probably the majority of the masses saying, no, I'm not buying Chinese light. I want the name brand. There is nothing wrong with the value version. And if you go to Walmart, when I say value, you know why I say it. There's nothing wrong with the value version of lights. Both Lighting has done an excellent job with some of their lighting. They have. Sheds has done an excellent job with their lighting and stuff as well. Now, Sheds, you guys saw me have the wash moving head on here before. I'll be bringing that out and stuff to events and stuff coming up here. I do like their moving heads. They're basically Chinese lights. Both Lighting has very similar lights. Very, very similar, but I absolutely love the IR4s, the little square lights. I love those lights. Those lights, even if I don't have like some crazy light show, just having those lights, separate me from another DJ. And I know that some of you guys love those 360 tube lights. More power to you. That's just not my cup of tea. But those are really taking off and stuff too. So I say all that to say that you don't always have to get the full name brand of a light. You would be surprised. I've actually tried to deal with a particular name brand, and I'll say the name brand. I tried to deal with Ape Labs. And Ape Labs is like a very, very expensive brand of lights. They're German-made lights. And I swear to you that those Ape Labs versus those both Lighting, very, very similar. I can't see why you would pay Ape Labs prices when both has something that if something were to go wrong, you could probably fix it yourself. Whereas Ape Labs, you're sending this guy back and you definitely want some type of help and stuff from them because you paid so much for them. My thing is, don't always look at the name brand when it comes to lighting. Lighting is lighting. I mean, a lot of us have Cold Sparks. Cold Sparks are mainly from China. I mean, that's why a lot of them are being sold at the prices they are. Yeah, you've got your big name Cold Sparks and like Chauvin and stuff like that. But right now, I can't see paying that. I don't use them enough to pay that. Most venues here make you use Cold Sparks outside. They don't even let you use it inside. So is dust really an issue? Is what it produces afterwards really an issue? If it's still giving me the Cold Spark and giving me the image and stuff that I need, why am I paying anything different? Why do I need to pay Chauvin an extra $600-700 to get the same effect that I can get for $600 or $700 less. Don't always knock the Chinese lights, guys. Just do your research. That's all I ask. Do your research. I have a link down below for both lighting. And trust me, I only put my signature behind lighting and stuff that I myself use. I use both lighting. I use their IR4s. I use their up lighting, the what is it, RF6s or something. I'm probably getting these model numbers and stuff wrong, but I use their up lighting and I use their ones that look like the Ape Labs, and I absolutely love them. I would recommend them 10 times out of 10. I had an issue with one light and stuff so far since I've bought all of them, and they sent me out a battery and pretty much sent me the instructions on how to change it. I changed it myself, and now the light's back up and running. It's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. Don't always knock it just because it doesn't have that name on it that everybody loves so much. When I first got into this YouTube thing, I kind of got caught up in that. Where, oh no, you can't get that. You got to get the Element Hex parts. Or, oh no, you got to get Ape Labs. And, oh, if you want moving heads, it's got to be ADJ moving heads. It's like, or Charvet moving heads. It's like, okay, that's cool. But it's, I mean, my DJ controller, no, I'm sorry, not my DJ controller. My lighting controller, the Wolf Mix, controls all that. Every last thing. It controls all of those, and it controls all of my Chinese ones. So what am I really missing out? What am I paying the extra for? Just to say I have that name? I still use all my ADJ lights because I purchased them. I did. In the beginning, I did. But if I had to go back and do it all again, I would do a little research and look at some of those Chinese lights because they're not bad. They're not bad. But yeah, if you guys want to check out both lighting, I got a link and everything down below for you to double check those. If you're in need for some uplights, I would definitely recommend them for uplights. Do not break the bank when you can get something simplistic and still get the same effect. Check it out and stuff down below. Let me know what you guys think. Well, let me know what you guys use and stuff in the comments and everything down below. These are just my thoughts. What are yours? All right, let's go back in the chat here before we get to the last topic here. DJ Lord Geo, what's happening? More entertainment. I feel moving heads are the only issue when it comes to DMX. I have 4 of them, being 230s, and in pain using the Wolf Mix. It really is. You just got to take time. You just got to take time. I had a time with those shed lights that I had to wash moving heads. And once I actually understood how the Wolf Mix operates them, oh, it's no problem. They are golden now. I'm all about saving a little cheddar on something that works the same as the top name brand stuff. Yes, and I think that you will get that when you go to companies like that. Look at stuff like both lighting. I think you'll get the same effects. Trust me. I wouldn't tell you this if I didn't. I'm only going to push products and stuff that I would use and I would do to you guys so you could save money and save your pockets. This stuff is getting too expensive. I mean, I looked at the same light that I have now. I have a 4Z, Focus Spot 4Z, and I looked at that light recently, and it's gone. Instead of it being like $200-300 lower, because it's like a 4 or 5 year old light, it's only like $100 lower. Like they're still making the majority of the profit, and the profit margin is still crazy on those lights. And you probably can get something from a Chinese light company and it'd be golden. Let's see here. I think we all wanted top name brands because we seen DJs we look up to had the big names. This is true. I'm a victim or a product of that. I saw what I saw, and then I learned what I learned. You know, you don't have to keep up. You just have to do what works for you. And that's why I don't bash any of the lights and stuff like that. If I wouldn't do a certain setup based on the lights and stuff that person used, I'm not bashing them. I'm just saying I wouldn't use that. I mean, when I first started off, I was using par lights. I think these same lights that's shining on me right here that's behind me, I was using those. And they're just regular Chauvet par wash lights. And I've moved on from them. I still put them to good use, though, until they die out. I still think I got like 4 of these things still. But yeah, it's really easy to get caught up in those name brands and stuff when we see what we see on YouTube, and that's being advertised and constantly shoved in your face and stuff like that. That's why I wanted to give you guys another option, just something else to look at, to try to use. DJ K, I feel that's the problem. Looking good, big names don't make you better at DJ. That's facts. I mean, I made a video on that too. Does the gear make you a better DJ, or are you still the same DJ with all this great gear? Food for thought. DJ J Torture. I'm hooked on Rockville lights. I love them and just got the moving heads recently. Okay, that's what's up. Same as when people ask what software to use, and I tell them use what works for you. Serato's not the only DJing tool. That's right. Serato is not the only DJ tool. It's just the most commonly used. It's like the Nike of DJ tool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to want the Nike stuff, but I mean, it's not bad to get Adidas sometimes. It's not bad to get some of these other brands. It's fine. It works, still works. If it gets the job done, it gets the job done. I don't think any bride's going to be like, hey, are you using Serato DJ? Never heard a bride to ask me that. Okay, let's do the last topic here. All right, my last topic, you guys know each week I like to give a shout out to a DJ and, you know, point you in their direction as somebody to look at their content. Last week we highlighted a up-and-coming DJ, and this week we are highlighting a DJ that is very charismatic, has a lot of charisma, has a lot of energy. Some of you guys may already know who it is, but I just found him recently. I followed him, and his shorts, his reels, his videos and stuff are fantastic. I'm talking about none other than DJ Prime. DJ Prime. I don't know if you guys follow this young man, but he has a lot of great content. He is a great scratcher. He uses multiple pieces of gear to scratch with. He gives tutorials. He is fun with some of the stuff he does. Very, very charismatic. He has so much charisma. I mean, he just oozes charisma. He is a very, very, very gifted DJ. And if you have not, or if you want to find him, I think all of his handles are DJ Prime TV, but it's spelled DeeJayPrym TV. So DJ Prime TV. But definitely check him out. Like I said, he's got a lot of great content, man, and he's it looks like he's starting to up and come and stuff here on YouTube. So he's about 4,000 subscribers in. Let's go ahead and push him up to that 4 and keep him going. Advertise the heck out of him. He is fantastic. You definitely want to, I definitely want to showcase guys who are pushing the culture and stuff forward that you may not know of. This is another guy. You should be following him on Instagram. You should be following him on YouTube. He is great. He will not disappoint, especially if you're looking for content and some of your favorite, DJs don't produce a lot of content. At least you got somebody to pull up here and give you some stuff. So I don't know if he has a Twitch. I'm not sure, but I'm sure he would be fantastic on Twitch. I definitely know he has some great stuff on YouTube. But he is a solid dude. I may reach out to him and see if we can chop it up and stuff with him. He would be a great guy to have on the show. Trust me, when you see what I'm talking about and you find him, you'll understand why I highlighted him this week. So yeah, this is DJ Prom. Definitely check him out, and he's got some great stuff for you. So that is all that I wanted to go over with you in general this week. So now we turn it over to you guys, the Q&A portion of the show. I'll answer any questions and stuff that you guys may have. Maybe something you prepared and stuff this week, something you just had a quick question and stuff about. While I wait for the questions and everything to come in, let me just tell you that next week we will be back Thursday, 7 p.m. EST, and we will have some more great stuff for you. I'll tell you how the gig and stuff went on Saturday. We'll have some more great topics. I'm thinking about next week talking to you guys about Honeybook, and, you know, business and how to manage that stuff. Again, I try to create topics and stuff that you don't see a lot of instead of just throwing products in your face all the time. I'm just trying to create some topics that maybe, you know, help you out in your business, so that everybody can move, you know, their company forward or themselves forward, you know, their brand themselves forward. So next week we may talk about, you know, Honeybook and stuff a little bit. That's probably one of the topics. I do have another solid DJ I would like to highlight and stuff next week. Unless I get Prom on here, then maybe we could talk to DJ Prom. Who knows? We will see. Let's see here. What else do I have? I don't think I have much more than that. So yeah, make sure you turn on your notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we start the show up and everything here. So we're waiting for the first question and stuff to come in. Q&A. Let me know. Oh, what we got here? More entertainment. Is your furniture finally done? Well, you're not hearing last week. More entertainment. Hold on. Let me see if I still have that picture. Hold on one second. To answer your question, yes, the furniture is done. Let me see if I can bring up last week's picture. Hold on. No, I don't have it on there. Anyway, let me see. I might be able to throw it on here with the phone so you can see it. Yeah, it looks great. I had a guy who I'm looking into to try to get me a case and stuff built for it. Because this sucker it's just massive. It's massive. Let's see here. Trying to do a lot here. All right, blew that out. There it is. There you go. So yeah, it's all finished and it's ready to go, and stuff here. So you can see here, I've got everything ready. I just need to do my wires as far as zip tying them and getting them all together, and you know, just running it down smoothly. But the laptop tray and everything came in. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, and I just cannot wait to roll this out. I have 2 events this month that could use this. So if I can get the case built and stuff in time, you will see this debut. Otherwise, it will be Rev 7 all throughout all the functions. So just throwing that up there for you. Any other questions? Let's see. DJ K, great talk tonight, book. Again, if no one has tried out the LD Core 18 sub, is the absolute truth. Do not sleep on that sub. Anything from LD and subwoofers. are fantastic. I actually thought about getting I think it was the 28s or something like that. I actually thought about getting them just to have a second setup, but then I'm just like, that would completely eliminate my QSCs. Like there would be no reason to have my QSCs, and I'm not ready to get rid of those suckers yet. So I did not get them, and I still have the QSCs. I will be bringing them out Saturday. So they still do get used, guys. I don't use the LD44 G2s all the time. The QSCs still get some good use. Okay, DJ J Torture, what's the name of the laptop tray and where did you get it? Okay, so the laptop tray actually came with the stand. It's not a particular like brand or name or like bought separately. It came with the stand. Now the stand is from Germany. It's from a company called Hoer Board. So HOER board.com. They're a German-based company, and they will build you a stand based on, what controller or turntables or anything like that you have, and then they will also supply you with that laptop tray. It's like an acrylic. It's very sturdy and firm. It's going to be, as far as reach and stuff goes over the table, it's perfect for me. I've got long arms, so I can just reach and type on there. I think it'll be great. I think it'll be great. It's very, very strong. So it just came from that company, Hoer Board. Usually takes about 8 weeks to get a board purchased from them. So just keep that in mind. It's not something that's just going to ship right to you. They have to customize everything, and it takes usually about 8 weeks to ship and 9 weeks to get, like a total of 9 weeks to get totally to you. So 8 weeks ship, 1 week delivered. Let's see. Solstice, and who told you about the iCore? Yeah, I know. Been rocking them since November. I feel. Solstice, do you get in trouble on some of these? I see you and DJ Idea sharing and stuff all the time, and anytime somebody brings up those tube lights and stuff like that, like you bash them. I don't know if they know you're joking and stuff on that. I get a kick out of it. I laugh every single time, but are you like friends with the people and stuff in there, or are you just kind of like? You just kind of like shooting the crap with them. I can't figure it out. Let's see here. More entertainment. My 28 G3s come in on the 19th. Oh, man, you get ready. Get ready. That's all I can say. Get ready. Those things are going to be fantastic. All right. DJ Lord Geo, do you have all your music on an external hard drive or your Mac? Both. Now, I don't use Mac. I use HP. So I have Windows, and of course I get hell and stuff over that, but I love the use and stuff of Windows. But I have everything on there, and I have backup hard drives and stuff with the music on there as well, just in case I have to pull up something else or use a different lap. If anything comes up, I've got a backup hard drive. But all my music is backed up. And stuff, because I don't trust computers. Plus, computers get slow after certain times and stuff like that. So you just never know. Good question though. For the most part, it's all friendly banter there, but I'm more just passionate. Okay, all good. I just didn't know. I didn't know. Look into modern consoles. They're US based, and they make beautiful booths. Yeah, they do. I've seen them. Modern consoles. You can follow them on Instagram. They make great booths. You can also go to the group on Facebook. I think it's DIY booths. There are some guys who make stuff on there for you, and they show some great booths. Some booths that are very unique that you would never think of. Some are very simplistic. But yeah, check out DIY booths on Facebook. It's a group and stuff on there, and it's just, guys who advertise that they will make the booths and stuff for you. They show different stuff, and just don't run into a scam. Is all I can say. Don't run into a scam. All right, what else we got here? DJ Edwards, what's happening, man? Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate all the love and support every week that everybody provides coming this way. Any more questions? You guys keep them questions coming. I love answering questions. The gig logs and stuff will be back soon. I'm thinking about, recording this 2-hour set that I'm about to do for this football game thing and maybe putting it out on Mixcloud. If you don't already follow me on Mixcloud, do yourself a favor and go to Mixcloud and follow. I put out a lot of mixes and stuff on there. I don't want to say a lot because I'm a little late. I've already got like 3 ready to go, but I still have to play them, use them, do them, all that good stuff. But yeah, follow me on Mixcloud to check those out. I'll have those coming up soon. I need to sit with better posture and stuff on here, man. What's happening? Oh, here we go. What video editing software do you use for vlogs? That would be Final Cut Pro. I use Final Cut Pro. Like for this show, I usually take it and chop it up into individual little videos, usually based on how many topics that I've had. And it records the whole show through Ecamm. And I just take that file, put it into Final Cut Pro, chop it up, put a thumbnail on it, send it right back out. So I do it. DJ G Kenny, what's happening? DJ G Kenny, you just seen the new look. You like it? What you guys think of the new look and stuff here? I like how it's got I got stuff on the desk. You can see my little bobbleheads here. Not bobbleheads, but my little fun pops. And, you got my DJ right here. And then what else I got? I think that's I don't know what's making that little fuzzy part. Probably the door. But I just moved back to this room and stuff over here. This used to be the room that I did my mixes and stuff in. But now that I've taken the tables and put them in the furniture booth, there was nothing really being used in this room. So I decided to podcast it up. I mean, I got my TV right here so I can edit. I'm going to put a monitor and stuff probably right over here so I can see comments, so I'm not always looking at the laptop, but it's coming. It's coming. Love the podcast. Oh, the mic? Yeah, I've got like 3 of these. This was supposed to be when the idea first came about the podcast, it was supposed to be a couple of people, and then it just didn't go that way. So, sometimes you put money into something, it doesn't happen, but it's been a blessing being able to do it this way. So I'm happy with it. Yes, I've got the Rodecaster Pro and stuff down here. This is the first generation of it. I know they've got a second one, but this one works just fine. I mean, I could do Zoom calls and everything on here. That's the goal, to be able to come in here, make it. I mean, could you imagine talking to a bride with this background? I mean, there's no doubt in her mind that, DJing is what I do. There's no doubt, right? Having this as the setup. I mean, what can she say? This is fantastic. Since we don't meet any place anymore, everything is just done over the computer. So this is fantastic. I love it. All right, DJ G Kenny. Jay, also loving the S11. Question, how do you balance practice time between the Rev 7, S11? I have both and get rusty. Let me tell you, it is tough. I'm so glad you brought up this question. It is tough because right now, since I'm waiting on that case, like I have that set up, like up, and it's connected to the Bose S1 downstairs. And right, even before I came up here, I was, practicing the stuff on it, and it's so much easier and stuff on the S11. And my Rev 7 is literally downstairs also, but I have to get the table out and I have to set it up as if I was at a gig. I have to run a line to this, like it's like my stand is just ready to go, and the Rev 7 I just feel like it's just so much, but I really need to be practicing more on the Rev 7 because the layout and the functionality of it is so different between the two. You wouldn't think it would be, but it is. I wasn't fully in my element the last wedding, but I'm going to need to practice as much as I can and stuff on these guys. So basically, I say all that to say that the practicing has been going towards the S11 more than it has the Rev 7. I probably will be rusty on the Rev 7 and stuff again. I may get in a couple of hours practice on it tomorrow, but it's showtime on Saturday. So I'm just going to kind of go with it and do what I do. And hopefully that case will be ready. Then I can sit the S11 down because it comes to me a little bit more naturally and just put more effort into the Rev 7. That's really where my focus needs to be, is that Rev 7, because I'm going to probably be using it on more gigs than I will the S11. But it's tough, bro. It's really tough. Yeah, DJ Jay Edwards. Yeah, the 1000 is going to have to sit down. Because I don't have a setup or a system that's ready to do, like what am I trying to say here? My mix cloud and stuff like that. My mixes. I have another room and stuff over the old podcast room, that the stand that used to be in this room is now over there. And I could probably, because I don't need to face a camera because all of it is just recorded through audio, I can probably set up the SRT in there and do my Mixcloud mixes from it, so that I'm not completely gone on the 1000. It's tough, man. That 1000 has been a game changer. That 1000 is why I have the gigs that I have this year, next year, and I booked my first 2025 gig today. So yeah, first 2025 gig. It's that 1000 is the reason. I love it. DJ Kitty, yes, layouts are different. Shaking my head. I mapped the stems on the Rev 7, went back to the S11, was like, oh, where's my stems? Man, I swear, you are cut from a very similar cloth that I am. I did the exact same thing, and I was like, wait, where did I have the stems at on this thing? Oh man, it's definitely a learning curve, and I'm trying to remember buttons from all three systems, and it's tough, man. Thank God the laptop works on all three with no problem. All right, let's see. DJ G5, what's happening, man? I didn't see you say anything until now, but it's all good. What up with everyone? Sorry I'm late. Kids, Mr. Book, what's happening? What's going on with you? Hey, better late than never. Yeah, because that furniture is a lot to be setting up and taking out. Right. Then the goal of the furniture and stuff is to be able to put it in a case and then pull it out and stuff when needed, plug and go. I want that set up and take down to be less than 20 minutes. Because right now it takes me an hour to take down a full setup, and then with helper Mike, it takes me, he shaves off about 20 minutes, so it takes me about 40 minutes to take down all that stuff. And I'm just trying to get that down as much as I can. So I'm trying to get this set up to where once I grab it, we can just grab it and go, put it in the case and roll it. I'm actually getting some fillers and stuff on my trailer to where I can just roll it right into the trailer, put the stop wheels and stuff on it, and we are good. That's the goal. All right, DJ Lord Geo, the Rev 5 going to be my travel controller, the SRT. Wait a minute. Be my travel controller, the SRT, little heavy. Actually, to me, the Rev 7 is heavy. You said the Rev 5. Okay, I don't know the weight on the Rev 5. I imagine that it's close to the same weight as the SRT. I've recommended a couple people to get the Rev 5. The guy that I sold the stand to the ADJ event table to, I told him he probably wants to look at getting the Rev 5. If not, then get the SRT. Those are probably my go-to ones right now to give people if they ask me what controller to get. Those are probably my two go-to ones. I don't know. I just stopped recommending the FLX10. I haven't heard much about it since people got it, but that Rev 5, man, I just think that would be, if there was no SRT and I was waiting for a controller like something like that to come out, I may look at the FLX10, but that Rev 5 would have caught my eye. Yep, DJK, man, 2025, got my first one. It's already booked. Is white the supreme bridal color for weddings? For the most part, yes. Here's the thing why most DJs want to get white. Is because they don't want to stand out. And you don't want to stand out like that at an event, especially when your lights are not on. See, when your lights are on and stuff and you got a whole light show going, that's different. That's colors everywhere. But when like the first dance and the decor of the wedding, when people walk in, you want to blend, not really stand out. You want it to be like, oh, it's nice in here, but you don't want to have, some black stand and black stand skirts when everything in the whole wedding is white. Dance floor is white. Walls are white. The curtains are white. It sucks sometimes. Like I'm going to tell you this right now. I'll never buy white speakers. Nope. I will never, ever buy white speakers. If I buy white speakers and stuff in here, you guys feel free to call me all the way out on it. I will never buy white speakers. Never. Speakers are meant to be black. I mean, I've got two speakers over here that I've had since I was in high school, and they are black. Speakers in the car, they are black. I will not buy white speakers. Those monitors that I have right over here, they are black. I do not buy white speakers. I just don't. They get scratched easily. They show markings worse. Yeah, it may fit the decor and stuff, but no. No white speakers. Let's see. Buy once, cry once. Let's see, DJ Kitty. Man, I tried Crate Connect for some edits on oldies. I was not impressed. I recommend that the first one you told us about. Well, Heavy Hits, yeah. Heavy Hits has been really clutch here as of late. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Most of the edits that I have been getting, especially over the summer, have come from DMS. DMS, Direct Music Service, has given me a lot of great edits, a lot of good edits. Crate Connect still has given me some ones that I have been looking for, that maybe I had a bad version of. But you know what's crazy? Let me tell you this quick story about record pools. I was looking for Busta Rhymes' latest song, Beach Ball. Now, I think it came out like 2 months ago. Beach Ball came out, and, I look for that thing on 5 record pools. I look for that thing on DJ City, on Direct Music Service, on BPM Supreme, on Heavy Hits, and on Crate Connect. Do you know that not one of those record pools had Beach Ball? And I love that song. That song, if y'all haven't heard Busta Rhymes' Beach Ball, you're missing out. It's a great song. It's just, it sounds like the old Busta, and also with his last album he sounded like the old Busta. Just people, if you don't like Busta Rhymes, you're not going to like it, but it's really fire. It's a fire track. Cannot find it. And what was that? 5, DJ City, BPM Supreme, Direct Music Service, Crate Connect, and Heavy Hits. All 5 of them, none of them had it. It's terrible. It's terrible. They should be ashamed of themselves. And then, out of all 5 of those record pools, I look for that Doja Cat, her latest one. Hold on. Because I was going to highlight these, but I can't highlight these on the show and not have a place to tell you to go get it. That would suck. I mean, I could just tell you to download, but then you have to guess where to go get it. So I was going to do all new music and tell you guys about it, but that wrecked that. But Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat. I like it. For some reason, Doja Cat's production is great. She just sucks as a human. It's all good, but I like her production, her music. Only BPM Supreme had that song. Only. It's crazy. What's going on? It's nuts. How am I supposed to find music? How am I supposed to relate this to people if you guys are not getting the music in? Nuts. DJ Kenny I'm speaker racist. Oh my gosh. Y'all crazy. What's the monthly fee on DMS? I want to say it's $30. I think it's $30. Jay Edwards. I think it's $30. See? DJ K said he had to get the Busta Rhymes from Amazon Music. That is horrible. They should be ashamed of themselves. You know what? That's gonna be a topic and stuff next week. We're gonna talk about music you can't find and these record pools. Nah, I'm just joking. All right, guys. I am gonna release you guys now. Football is here. I am a huge football fan, so I cannot wait to check out the game and stuff tonight. Neither one of these guys who are playing are my team, but it's still great to see football. So I am going to let you guys get back to it. I really appreciate you guys stopping through and just sticking with me here. I'm trying to give you as much consistency as I possibly can, but I really thank you guys for all that you do, for showing up every single week. I really appreciate it. We'll be back next week, 7 p.m. EST. Make sure you are there. Make sure you are there. Turn on the notification bell so you know when I am on here. I will always advertise and let you know when we're not going to be on. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, check out my Instagram. It's just DJ JayBook. Real simple, real easy, and you'll find me on there. But peace and hair grease to you guys. Love all you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Make sure you're living to strive and not to survive. Peace, people.